Today we're discussing how to navigate social situations when you're trying to vegify. Hey there, it's Anne from Veggie Magnifique, your go-to for holistic wellness and a healthy vegan lifestyle. Today, we're talking about our social lives. We humans are social creatures, most of us, and therefore your social environment is so incredibly important to take into account when you're trying to change any habit, especially your eating habits. Because it's true that food is so central to so many of our social interactions. So what do you do if you start to eat differently from your friends, your family, and your peers? Now, there are different approaches to navigating your social life when you go vegan. And the path you choose is really up to you, your goals, and your personality. Speaking of your personality, let's discuss how to navigate these social situations based on your personality. First off, the uber confident vegger. So if you're an uber confident personality type, then all you have to do when you vegify is own it. So when your buddy Johnny asks, "What do you mean you don't eat chicken anymore? What about our Super Bowl hot wings parties?" Then you say, "Dude, Johnny, I'm gonna be bringing the cauliflower wings and it's gonna be bomb." Next up is the people pleaser planter. Now, if you're a people pleaser, then this aspect of your vegification journey will be a little bit more stealthy, but still totally doable. My top tips here are the gradual slip and the I'm just experimenting technique. So the gradual slip is exactly what it sounds like. You just don't tell anyone what you're up to. You just start to order the veggie option. And if anyone says anything, you just say, "I'm just reducing my meat consumption a bit." And for the second technique, if you're a keep the peace, non-ruffling feathers type, the I'm just experimenting with eating more veggies technique is a great line to use if anyone has anything to say. You see, few people will argue with you if you're just doing an experiment to see. Speaking of the experimental side of things, the next personality type is the planty science buff. So if you're into data, then when asked about your shift, you can get scientific and share your why based on science and facts. Furthermore, you can also share your findings. So for example, say you're doing that experimental route that I was just talking about, then you could share the benefits from that experiment that you're experiencing. So AKA, "Yeah man, I've been feeling so much better since I went vegan, my skin's been clearing up, and or my digestion's really improved." After all, it's really difficult to argue with someone when they say they're feeling so much better. And finally, here are a couple extra tips for anyone seeking to vegify. When going to a non-vegan event or party, always bring a delicious plant-based dish to share. Now, this serves two purposes, of course. Number one, you're being a good guest. You're bringing a delicious dish. And number two, you're assured to have something delicious to eat. Next up is to find a habit buddy. Teaming up with someone who has the same goal to vegify their diet will be so helpful. And if you don't know someone locally, why not look for a habit buddy virtually? So you see, you can still go vegan and keep your friends.